Hello everyone, it's me, Scribble Scrabble. Oh, if you haven't met me before, it's just because, I don't know, you haven't met me yet. But I'm here today to discuss a few things. I heard some things today that were pretty cool. Wish I had one myself, but it's one of those voice recorder things, man. I've been hearing about my voice being all this, that, and the other. It's alright and all, what it is, but I mean, if no one can, figure out my addiction or whatever, maybe I can go through like one of those megaphone things. It'd be like a whole different voice, like a little electronic sort of thing. But it's like, don't we have enough AI shit going on? Do you really need something? Like, do you need me to be a computer? I don't think so. But if it helps you guys out, I might just do it just to use the minds of the people wanting to join in. But if you can understand me and understand every little thing that comes out this mouth, then I don't need to do that then. But just to play around, I might get one. Just to play around. But I am here to say that I want to talk about this movie I was talking about just a while ago. Just trying to prop me up a little bit since get some clothes. It's always good to have a shirt or two around to help prop something up. There we go. There we go. There I am. Can't see me too well, but oh, okay. Well then, it's all right to see that kind of thing. I was going to talk about this movie called Across the Universe. It came out in, I do believe, 07, 08. I'm not really sure. Oh, I'm also going to be discussing it with Individualistic Mind. He's here to help me out with some logic for these movies and music because he's the music man. He is the music man. He has the rhythm and he has the blues. And he likes to sing me a tune. But yeah. But I don't know if you've seen this movie. Have you seen Individualistic Mind? Have you seen Across the Universe?
No.
You haven't?
No.
And you're my age? I had someone introduced me to that movie. Old friend of mine, she told me, hey, if you like the Beatles, check out this movie. Because it's all about, the songs are played in a storyline. And it's about a boy named Jude, of course.
Hey Jude.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Oh, it's a Beatles song?
he comes to America, this guy, because he's from Ireland or Scotland, one of those two. And he comes over to America to look for his father. It's all based on the soundtrack of the Beatles, like the most popular songs, like um Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter was on there. I will just want to hold your hand. Um, my guitar slowly weeps. That's a good song. Such a good song. Come as You Are was on that movie. Um, there's so many songs. Cause like Mary Poppins, like there'd be like a scene, there'd be no singing in it, then there'd be a song. That'd be playing like a scene in the movie though. Goes with the song. It's a great storyline though. It's about love, loss, and war. all during like the 60s. That's what it's like all generated about the Vietnam War. It's all centered around that. Oh, Strawberry Fields is on there, and then there's something else that the guy Bono, or the guy from U2 Bono.
I think is the name.
Bono is on there. He's in there. He sings a good song. It's like a little hippy dippy psychedelic kind of um video he does, but it's great. You should just like go on YouTube if you don't want to watch the whole movie. You can find clips of the movie, and it's like a music video, like The Wall. It's kind of like that, like The Wall. It's like The Wall, but the Beatles. You know, like the Beatles. You know, might not be their story, like their story of how they became one, but it's a story centered around the music. It's really cool. I wish they would do that for like a lot of bands. That'd be great to see something with like Ozzy, like something with like the Graveyard, and then like I love that song, the Graveyard song by Ozzy. You know that he would have a cool music video, like he would have a good like movie for all his music he's done. It'd be like the gothic, movie. Like they have like everyone has a genre, but you don't see any like dark stuff, like you know, like he sings that one song with that lady.
93.
93 things. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of. He probably has 93 CDs. So it's like, why doesn't he have his own freaking like doco movie thingy, majig? But see, I think he should do something like that. Like he really should like get some of his favorite songs and think, hey, this could be like a storyline, and then produce it, and then do it. Be great. Why do you think so? Like Ozzy should do something like that, like Pink Floyd, do like a Pink Floyd thing, but with Ozzy.
I don't know. Pink Floyd and Ozzy is two different kind of people, and second of all, you're clashing something. You're clashing like.
I want to do it for him, like pick like certain things that would go together. You would think, tell a story, and then like see if like the music videos would fit into something. That'd be great to see what music videos that he has, and it could just
fit into a story.
Yes, of his own making.
See, psychedelic has a story, and that's what Pink Floyd is. Psychedelic.
Oh, I know he is. They are like the Bee Gees. They were was more of like the disco era. They were like Earth, Wind, and Fire sort of thing.
I don't know much about Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I know like two of their songs. I like the Boogie Woogie Man.
From my CD?
Remember I heard that song from Happy Feet. I think Happy Feet was good, and it gave you all the little classics and stuff.
Oh, really? Now?
Yeah.
Is Individualistic Mind showing his face on here?
Your face can tell if you're showing it or not.
Since I'm over the limit of
I don't like to hide.
It's crazy. I liked having a mask.
That's good.
I like having the mask on. It's just like it makes me feel cool, I love wearing my mask. I mean, I do have one coming through. It's like my shorts, is just what it is. So I don't know anything about the movie you were talking about.
Oh, Across the Universe?
Yes, what's Across the Universe? What is it about? Is it about a band? Or
see, it's about a boy named Jude. I can tell it because it's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. I do. I'm going to check out that one movie, The Runaways, at some point and give my own feedback about that. because I said I was going to watch it.
Right.
So I want to give like a review one day. But Across the Universe about Jude, and he he asks his mom, or he just tells his mom he's working on a fish boat right now. He works on the docks with fishermen and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 19, he's like 20, 21 or whatever. He's with some girl, right? But he wants more. He's like, here's my father. Like, here's my father. I want to know the man
Look, I am your father.
who gave birth to me in a way. And so he goes out and seeks him out in America. And he looks him up and finds out that he works at this university. And he thought, oh, my father's like a dean or a professor or whatever. No, he's just a handyman. But there's nothing wrong with being a handyman. But he was in shock about being a follower of that guy, the handyman guy. There was no room for him, so it was like he had like the basement and the cellar of the school to live. And so he found out who his follower was that. And he goes out to smoke, whatever, English and all that. And he comes across this group of guys. They're running from a fraternity. That's when he meets his friend in the movie. And that's whenever that one song happens, is whenever they're running away from these guys. A little help from my friends by the Beatles. With a little help from my friends is whenever that song comes about. When Jude comes across him, and they all like hide together from the frat boys. And well, all right. So the frat boys miss him, of course, because they found a good little hidey hole, and they introduce themselves, and then they become friends. Then Jude gets asked to go to Thanksgiving with that guy's with him to meet his family. Because his dads, don't have anything for him. He didn't want him part of his life. But Jude was just like, I just wanted you to know that I was alive. I just wanted you to know I was here. That's why, because the father actually says this. Like, I didn't want you to be, in the middle of my life, sort of thing. Like, you were kind of coming at the wrong time in my life. I have a family of my own. But Jude's like, I just wanted you to know that I'm here. So he, like, left that at that. And so he went on that trip to see a family of his, his friends. And that's when he meets them all. And they're very classy. Like, they are, like Kennedy sort of thing. Like they're set up like the Kennedys in a way.
I wouldn't
Very
know anything.
like very pristine, like government, everything's cut in all the angles. Anyway, but he's like he's like the black sheep, the friend that he's Jude's friend, the son of the owner of the house, and he's like the black sheep or whatever. And apparently he's failing school. He's failing college that his parents put him in. And he's like, well, if I don't if I don't know what I want to do, then you want me to do won't make me happy. Cause I don't know what I want to do, is what he's trying to say. And he's young, so he doesn't know what he's saying, and his parents don't want to hear that. So he leaves school in a way. Like, I think he drops out of school, but that's whenever, how it's mentioned Vietnam is involved. If you don't go to school, you get drafted. And so whenever they find a place out in the country, out in the city, right? They run away from school, run away from all the responsibilities of what they're facing. Jude's just he's just trying to find a way to use his talents, which is his art. He did art. He painted. He did sculptures. He's trying to sell his vision to the world. And so they were in like New York or something like that, California, and it was during Vietnam. They meet a lady who took them in, she was a singer, and that's when they came along with someone else who I think was represented as Jimi Hendrix. There's this fellow with a band, like one of those purple scarf bandanas, right?
That had have been him.
With like a nice leather velvet, like nice suede vest with like beads and stuff, and like this like these bell bottom pants and these shoes, right? And he could play guitar very, very, very well. It was before he was known. So I'm thinking that was him as Jimi Hendrix. But this guy could sing, and he could sing "Come as You Are" and "While My Guitar Slowly Weeps" so well. It was so well done. Whoever played that character was very well. Like, to play Jimi Hendrix like that, because that's who I think it was before he became known, was that, you know? But anyways, um, but they, all were roommates, though. This guy, him, her, that. But see, at the beginning, though, I forgot to mention, there's this girl, she's in high school, she sings, All I Want to Do Is Hold Your Hand.
All I want to do is.
But she's involved in, like, she's thinking about the girl and not the guy in this scenario. So she leans more toward females, to each their own. But she's singing about the cheerleader. But see, she goes after the cheerleader and she gets rejected by her. She gets rejected by the cheerleader that she's attracted to. And so, she runs away. Okay, she runs away. Like everyone else ran away. Like Jude ran away from his father, and then the son ran away from college. Now she's running away from rejection that she faced. And she actually came across Jude and all of them by climbing through their open window when it was raining outside. See, she came through the window, and they're like, "Who are you? Like, who's this? Like, what you doing here?" And I can't remember what she said and all that, but you just gotta check it out for all the good details. But she becomes part of the group, becomes a part of the clique, I guess, and they become friends and they get along and do things and all that, cool stuff. But see, at this time, Jude breaks up with the girl he had overseas in his hometown. So he breaks up with her because he stops writing to her altogether, like the Notebook, Then they thought the letter stopped or whatever, They move on, and so his friend's sister was involved with the army guy, but he passed away during the war, and she was heartbroken and all that. But she fell for Jude, I do believe. She fell for Jude, and Jude fell for her. And they became one day. And soon after they moved to the cause see, this was like during off and on. She was still in school and stuff. Like she was in college and stuff herself. Then she was on a break. She went on summer break, when she went off to go see her brother and the apartments and the
Mhm.
Oh shoot, where's my coffee at?
Am I on there?
Sounds like you're echoing, sir.
Am I on the picture?
No.
No hand?
Mm-mm. Do you have a hand up?
Yes.
Oh, guess. Invite guess. Wait, it didn't want me to. Add to stage.
Yeah.
Ow, my foot is.
Am I there now?
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, everybody.
I think so.
I'm right there.
Well,
Is that me? It is me right there.
what's that picture for?
I'm fix myself. All right. So about this movie, like, is it like almost like? Is it about the Beatles? Is it something about? Does it sing that song "Hey Jude" on there?
Yes, it does. I'm not done with the movie description though.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
at
sorry.
where they meet the girl and stuff. All right, the sister is involved with Jude now after she visits him at the apartment after on her spring break or summer break. That's when she decides to stay there with Jude instead of going back to school. She was supposed to go back to school for the fall, but she decided to stay with Jude and her brother. And she worked on this newspaper or whatever. And Jude was selling his artwork actually, and I'm trying to think. She was involved in these protests for against the Vietnam, and then all of a sudden, like she or no, not her, but her brother had to get she got a letter from the government about being drafted. And he was trying to figure out ways to get out of it, right? So he ate cotton balls to help distinguish um something with his lungs. Like, I guess if you ate cotton balls, it keeps uh like certain in the scan of the lungs, like does something to the lungs. But let's see. But he runs away though. They all run away. That's it. When he gets the letter, he sets it on fire at the table. And they try to run away, and that's when he meets. They go out into a field and they sing a song out there, and they meet this weird circus. This weird circus springs up, right? It's such a good song. You should see it. It
We
is
will. I will.
great scene. I want to show that scene if it's allowed.
No, don't.
Oh man, I want to show it. It's
You
so
can don't
cool.
show it. If you show it, it could mess up
Oh
the whole thing.
man, son of a bitch. I want to show it. I want to figure it out. Someone better tell me how I show a video clip to describe something that I want to show.
Eventually, we will.
Maybe I can do a short. I'll show it in a short. I don't give a fuck. I'll show it in a short. That's where it's gonna be at in the short after this. Cause it helps explain what happens later. Cause this circus brings them into this other world, and it helps them to like escape, I guess, for a moment. Like they get on this bus eventually, where they meet the guy from YouTube, Bono, and they sing the song, and it gets very trippy and stuff. And they travel all this way somewhere, like away. I don't know where they're at really. And then they end up in a field there. But that's when there's helicopters around. The helicopters come down. You know what happens?
No,
The army found him. The guy who had the draft ticket. Their brother had to go. He was taken. There was a cool musical scene with dance and him the song. That really brought the whole storyline together. It was really horrible what they had to do, but to tell the story is what really happened probably. Like to get drafted and all that. It's like you really have no choice. You can get jailed, I think, if you don't serve. So might as well do what you can. So they might just work you to death in prison back in those days. But he served in Vietnam. They played a song Strawberry Fields.
You were supposed to say Field of Dreams, weren't you?
Yeah. It'd be Field of Dreams with all that going on.
That's a good movie right there.
That is a good movie.
You had me watch that.
Another movie. That's another time. I could have so many movies that had the word field in it and have a good conversation. Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah, right.
And then there's Field of Dreams, of course. Not really all of it. No, there's more.
The movies with the word field in it.
Yeah, isn't there more in that?
Yeah.
Is
that, maybe.
Alright, no, I don't think there is.
Um,
There's a lot of movies with a field in it, though. With one in it. Oh, but I guess not the name. But Angels. Okay, but my movie.
I'm trying to think of a movie.
Okay, so he gets drafted, and she's protesting it, right? She's protesting. His sister's protesting this. Jude's girlfriend, right? And she's working with this guy. It's like all psycho guy. And Jude's like, this guy is bad for you. You should stay away from this guy. This guy seems like a little too extreme to be around during the Vietnam War. So he wants want her safe. But she didn't see it that way. She thought he was controlling and like didn't understand what she's trying to do. She's trying to do a good thing, and she thinks Jude's attacking her, right? So she leaves and does her job for this guy, right? Jude comes to her job and singing the song Revolution, and it brings like a big fight between this guy and him, right? And it separates them two together because of him getting in a fight with him. So they're separated, I believe. And I can't remember what happens, but soon the guy plants his bomb in a building, right? This franchise, because Jude's like alone painting. He's doing his thing. He's doing all his watercolors, trying to get an idea, and he gets an idea for the strawberry, which is when it's filled Strawberry Fields. Did again. Strawberry Fields is inspired in the movie when he's having like an epiphany, like aha, like strawberries. It's a beautiful art, and all that stuff. So he does it like that, and that song pops in, and that shows him. Oh, the brother. That's where the movie goes, and it leads the brother, or leads to the brother in Vietnam, right? It's showing the song and everyone getting, there's bombs bursting in air um and the fields are blowing up and the trees and the swamp and all that stuff, right? And then it shows the brother getting shot. And he gets shot and all of a sudden he's in a hospital, right? And there's a song playing. You know what? Oh, what's that song? Oh, something gun. Something gun. Loaded gun. Something gun. Something gun, okay? It's a good song. That's what it is. It's a good song. I wish I knew what it was called again. But it has a brother in it, and he's in an infirmary. He's in an infirmary, and it's where he's being healed or watched over while he gets through his injury. He got shot in the butt, I do believe, and they give him and everyone else a what's it called? A shot of a shot of I don't know, medicine that makes them like active, not so like, sick. And it does like a big bit, like a musical bit, that it was really well done. It has nurses, it has the patients, it has a priest in there. It's all pretty neat. This is a well done movie. The artwork, the choreography, the cinematic art is great. It's just a well done production. Um, but it's all that, and he gets out of the infirmary, and Blackbird comes on by the Beatles, of course. Um, it's um, it's a beautiful song, and it's by the sister who picks him up from the hospital. He gets discharged from the army, I do believe. He gets discharged, and it finds out that they are not together right now. Um, and so they find out that Jude went back to Ireland or Scotland. He went back to work in the docks, I do believe. But I think, no, wait, I think he met him at the infirmary to pick him up. I can't remember. I think it's Jude broke up with her, and then Jude was remembering him, and then Jude ends up going to pick up his friend at the infirmary. I think that's how that all played out. And then something Blackbird. Blackbird comes in sometime. I just can't remember when it came in. Um, I think Blackbird comes on, and then like he goes back. Jude goes back to the apartment, and they go back to the apartment, and then because he thought that she was still there and got blew up in a bomb. Really. Um. Um. So he comes back to the States because of that, and tries to get everyone back together as roommates and all that. Can see that guy who was like playing Jimi Hendrix was involved with the lady who rented out the room. Then they split up, so they weren't together. But then, like at the end of the movie, they find them all up on the rooftop. Like they made up because they were having rift in the music industry. Like he wants to play guitar his way, she wants to sing this way, and they were clashing, so they separated because it just interfered. But at the end of the movie, they discovered that they were better together than apart. So they worked it out, and at the end of the movie, they're up on the rooftop, and then Jude shows up, and then the brother is, I think, somewhere. I don't know where he's at. Downstairs, I think. The friend. And then she shows up later, but she can't get through. She's down below. But they start singing this song. No, it ain't that one. It was love, something love. It's that love song, but can't think of it right now. But they sing that, and then Lucy, that's her name. Lucy, that's her dang name. Lucy is the girl. I can't remember her name for anything. Went upstairs finally, and they all met up and all got back together and all that stuff. And it was all sweet. It's a good movie. You should really check it out if you haven't heard about it. Great music, good actresses, actors, producers, I'm sure, and all that stuff. I was going to draw something, but I didn't draw anything. I was just talking about the movie tonight. It was great, right? Right. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to add something else to this fest I had?
No.
Movie fest I had?
No.
Because.
We could dibble dabble out.
Alright. We sure can.
Peace out, everyone.
Yep.
Remember, hit that like and subscribe button. And also, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let you guys know what days I'm going to be putting my live out. Make it a certain day for y'all to see the live videos. So, I'll probably be one day this week.
Oh, I can't wait to show that clip in my short. I'll be showing you some of that movie that I was talking about tonight. It's a great movie. Check it out. Across the universe. Across the universe. It's great. It's so great. You will love it.
This was Individualistic Mind.
I'm glad you said it. I can't say that. I'm so
made his appearance.
Peter Piper pecked a Piper in the Pepper Patch. But anyway, good night all, and stay hydrated and keep your manners sharp. But have a good night. Bye bye.